Hi there, I'm Sally Foley-Lewis. For the last 20 years, I've been working with leaders and managers in all sorts of organisations, small and large, and everything in between, in Australia and in the Middle East and Asia. And I help those leaders and those managers to really improve performance, increase their productivity, and excel and master their people skills. I'm a little bit what you could say a leadership expert, but I'm obsessed with productivity as well. So I blend those two together and I help people to really step into their leadership capability so that they are fulfilling their careers and they're driving their team's performance with confidence and ease. What makes me a little bit different is that I've also been in management. I was the head of a youth organisation, and so I had multiple bosses above me, a team to run, and thousands of volunteers dispersed across a whole state. And so I get it. I get that middle squish that often happens, and that drive that you've got to help the team get on and do their work, but you've also got your own work to do. You have to deliver as well, and you're responsible for what the team delivers. I get that dogma that seems to show up when you get put into a management role that says, now I'm a manager, I must have all the answers. And the reality is we don't. And actually that's okay. So I get what it's like to be a middle manager. And I also know that there are some managers who just love being in the middle because it feels like they're in the thick of everything and it's great to be there. I also know there are managers who feel a pressure to be wanting to climb a ladder, but they don't want to. And that's okay. I also know that there are people who are in middle management with their eye on a higher prize, and that's great too. So one of the things that I do is I work with leaders and managers to be exactly where they need to be delivering the best value they can. I worked with a client recently who found out that when she was promoted into a more senior role, she didn't enjoy it. So she actually stepped back into a previous role and found the joy again of being a middle manager. And so what we worked on then was actually some of the key strategic goals that she needs to focus on so that she can be the best middle manager for her team and for her organization. And when we clarified what some of those goals were, it really created a space for her to excel as one of the top performers in that company. My purpose is to really work with managers to help them be happy. I want you to get up every day and want to go to work. And so driving behind that is this middle managers muster that I'm creating. I want to create a space for middle managers to come and network and to connect and maybe be able to find the solutions to problems through some peers and through like-minded people. It's one of creating the middle managers muster is, I don't know why I didn't do it sooner, because it's the one thing I think I really would have valued when I was in middle management. It's the space to come, have some breakfast, and actually no selling, there's no recruitment, there's no business development. It's purely about networking and a facilitated discussion. If you've got a problem, let's put it to the group and know that through the expertise and the shared wisdom in the room, we will come up with some options in which to take something forward. You don't necessarily have to come with problems either. From session to session, there will be facilitated discussion, there will be case studies, there'll be guest speakers. I want this to be the support network that I wish I had when I was in middle management. And so I'm creating this space now, and I invite you to join me for the Middle Managers Muster. I think it will be an exciting space. It will be a caring and nurturing space. I want it to be purely respectful to the fact that when it comes to middle management, it's very unique. It's a unique place to be within an organization. As a middle manager, you need to translate vision into operational. You need to be the conduit of information that makes sense in both directions. You wear the burden of what your team produces when senior want results. So this is a space in which we can collectively draw on the wisdom to create some great actions and some goals and maybe solve some challenges and some conundrums together. Please join me for the Middle Managers Muster. I'm Sally Foley-Lewis, and I can't wait to meet you and to share breakfast with you. See you there.